My memories of Brave New World go all the way back to the beginning. We were uniquely poised to bring the Brooklyn community work that would resonate with them because we were part of that community. We knew what we were doing was great, but we had no idea if anyone was going to come. There were no tickets, so there weren't any ticket sales to base anything off of. We had gotten some great press, so we were hopeful. And I had a friend who was coming on the subway, and she said as she was coming toward Westminster Road, she was passing all of these people who had been turned away. She just plowed like a salmon running against the stream and got in and saw it, and she was so glad that she did because it was really special. But the uniting factor is really the audience, the connection with the audience that you get from a Brave New World production.
Happy 20th anniversary for Brave New World. I'm a latecomer, but I can tell you about the plantation. Playing Lopa was a sheer joy for me. And Claire, you're a visionary with your adaptation on Chekhov's Cherry Orchard. The costumes were wonderful. The on-site playing in the governor's mansion on Governor's Island. Congrats. Persistence paid off.
Happy 20th anniversary. This is founding member Cynthia Babick. I'm very proud of Brave New Works, which I had a hand in getting started. I am so proud of Brave New World for putting so many new plays in front of our Brooklyn audiences.
A Brave New World indeed. Working with Brave New World Repertory Theater Company and given the opportunity to direct Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge, not once but twice, on a barge on the East River, was an incredible honor and a glorious time. Brave New World brings out interesting and evocative and wonderful opportunities for not only directors but actors in the choice of locations and subject matter.
My name is Sheila Anozier, and I first joined Brave New World Repertory Theater in 2007 as choreographer and dancer for the project Crossing the Brooklyn Ferry. That project was performed at Prospect Park Bandshell, which I thought was such a cool place to perform it, and so creative of Claire to add the element of dance to weave in and out and through Walt Whitman's words. I then went on to choreograph The Tempest, The Crucible, and most recently Shakespeare on Stratford, which to date I think is probably one of my favorites. The actors reciting sonnets from the porches, the singing, the dancing in the streets is just so celebratory. And especially in 2021, when we're still sort of inching our way out of COVID, I think audiences were happy to be out experiencing the work with us and just to be out in community. One of the most exciting parts of choreographing for the company is the opportunity to fuse not only dance, but to be able to layer it with the spirituality of Haitian folklore dances. I think most directors probably would have chosen ballet or maybe modern, but we were able to embrace dances like Congo, a dance that represents beauty and flirtation and joy and celebration of life and love, and Juba, which is like the spirit of the earth, and showing the elegant flirtation of peasant men and women. Because now more than ever, we need to practice empathy, and we need to spark imagination. We need to experience worlds outside of our own. Storytelling is essential.
I guess we must have had a banjo. I guess we had a banjo player. God, it's been a while. But all of a sudden, the audience is in the room, and they hear the party, and they're all kind of going, ooh, And so there's this lovely little, frisson through the audience. It's like, ooh, something fun's happening in there. But just this really beautiful use of space, and there's so much for the company to be proud of.
It's a long legacy, and when you look at the things side by side, they're all amazing accomplishments that they happened at all.
Yes.
But then they happened with such care and, yeah, like you said, some of it is kismet, some of it things, but the elements were put together so those things
To
can
make
happen.
it happen, yeah.
I remember running to see Street Scene because I was actually doing Newsies on Broadway, and between shows, I ran and saw the first act, and I think maybe just the beginning of the second act, and people in brownstones on either side of the street, so the street became the neighborhood and
Right.
became the tenements,
Right.
and it was so magical that they were even able to get that to happen.
Performed indoors and outdoors and on land and sea. To name a few places, in a revolutionary historic site, 2 landmark mansions, a little league ball field, a former bathhouse, a beloved barge, and in the street of Stratford Road.